How's it going? Max here from A Better Universe. Today we are going to go through some of the progressions I've been using to do some of these advanced calisthenic moves, or at least I've been trying to, But I don't know anybody who's ever done back lever and a human flag on their first try. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done to move closer to these goals that I have. And if you guys want to get out there and give it a try, I recommend it. It's fun. There's nothing like a full body isometric hold to really get to know how your energy flows through your body and how it feels and what it means to have control. So we're going to go over these, and the one tip I want to give you is don't worry about looking stupid. It's going to happen. When you try that human flag the first time, it's going to be an epic fail. You know what? And it's probably going to be an epic fail for the first week. You try and do a back lever, a front lever, you might just flop right on your back. I've done it. I've fallen right on the ground, knocked the wind right out of myself trying to do it. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, but don't let that deter you. If this is what you really want, if you want to learn full control over your body and really feel what it's like to be physically fit and in line and in balance with your body and the inner workings, it's a good way to do it. So hopefully you stick around and you watch some of these tips and tricks. Alright, well, I'll see you out there. Okay, the first one everyone wants to learn, the human flag. Now, everybody builds the front of their abs, but no one builds their obliques. That's really where you're going to find the strength to be able to lock it in and balance on these human flags. Top arm, always pull, bottom arm, push. If you can't come up to a flag pole, which is feet vertical right in the air, you should start by just doing some kipping, just trying holding whatever you can off of this. So kip the feet out and try and hold it. Kip the feet out and try and hold it. Just do that, do 5 of those exercises. Just kip the feet out, and if you can, bring it up top. Find your balance if you got to. Might have to twist, bump into things, find it, see if you can control it, and then come out when you're burnt out. Next thing you can do to work on these is hold your static down. So see if you can just get your feet off the ground and have that balance. And sometimes you have to flip your hand around just to get some adequate push where you need it, but just try and hold your body out. You're gonna feel it. It's really gonna, you're gonna really have to pull hard right through your lats, and it's gonna over exaggerate the amount of force that you're actually gonna need to hold your body out straight, because you're having all the weight pull through there. So, because you don't have that counteracting push on the bottom. So this is a good way. If you feel like your lats are weak and that's where you're giving out, or maybe through the shoulders or something, this is where you want to work. You want to work on being able to hold yourself, build those stabilizers, find your balance. Because once you can find your balance, at that point you can lock out the bottom arm and come right up. That's human flag. All right. Back lever, or lever, whatever you want to call it. Go up and come right upside down. It's not that hard. It doesn't really require any strength besides the ability to hold your body weight. If you can do that, you should feel confident in it. Now this is the part I want you to be careful on. If you're a beginner, tuck, so that way you don't have that much force, and come as far as you can come where it's almost to the point where it's too uncomfortable. For me, I can almost touch the ground. But if you guys can't get that far and you don't have that shoulder mobility, that's something you have to work on. So that's the progression I use. I come all the way down and then keep the legs out straight if you can, and bring it back up. If that's too much, just come to right here and do that. But you are going to have to work on your shoulder mobility to get these back levers. it's essential. The reason is, your shoulders are way back behind you when you're doing this. And if you don't have it, you can hurt yourself very easily. So once you have that, this is where I've been working. And you want to just slowly engage and come slowly down. And you'll feel it. And you're going to probably have to start turning your hands out. And you just want to feel every little ounce of energy you have to push into these muscles just to hold yourself out straight. So that's the back lever. And you can work into that. There's other progressions. You can do tucked. You can do the tucked, where you come down just like that, or one leg. Oh man, I'm tired from that first one. I think you guys get the point, but just be careful. If you over rotate, if you're not strong enough, make sure you're building that solid base, because you can blow out a shoulder doing this. So be careful. All right, on to the next one. All right, moving on to the front lever. I'm not very far in this progression, so hey, if you guys got tips or tricks or whatever, send them my way. I'll show you guys what I know, but I'm sure some of you are a little bit further. Do some planks, get a good base. Come to your starting position. And I always like to lock it out at straight for as far as I can go. I feel like that's a good way to do it, you know? Do the hardest, do the actual move for as long as you can to where you can. And then recover. Bring the legs out, maybe do a one leg, do the other, maybe do a pull-up. You know, just work on building that base. It takes a lot to do a front lever. It's a lot harder than a back, in my opinion. Sometimes I like to incorporate it into a workout. If I'm going for reps, trying to build a little cardio, I'll jump, come up to a static. You know, just try and hold it there for a half second or so, if you got to. You can feel it builds it up pretty nicely when you do that. And yeah, so that's front levers. All kinds of fun to be had there. All right, we are on to, I guess you'd call this strict form muscle ups on the ring. I don't know, my form's not that strict. But anyways, we're gonna use a false grip. So we're gonna put the rings, we're gonna grab them in a way where it puts the rings on the outside of your hand right there. I don't know if you can see this, but I grab it and this part right there of my hand lays on the rings. And to do these, you have to bring your legs out in front of you into almost an L sit. And it makes it easier, so that way when you get to the top, you can rotate your body forward and push through. So you're able to push down through your shoulders. You have to like roll over on top, because you have that space in between, you know, your arms at your side and your arms are fully overhead, where there's that one weak point where it's hard to pull it through. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to roll over that weak point, not push through it. So just like that. Here's some good progressions. Do your L sit and do archer pull-ups. So come up with your L sit and then bring it to the side. Bring it to the side. Maybe rotate it down to false grip and pull up. False grip and pull up. That'll build a good base to be able to push through. And you know, regular pull-ups are good. Once you get muscle ups, you know, work on your kipping muscle ups first, obviously. That's a good place to start. And then come into use your dips also, because this is important to get through that. Do archer dips on the rings, just so, like so. And you can work on your false grip Make sure you're turning the riggings out when you're dipping, or when you come up from your dip. All good ways to work on your strict form muscle ups. Hopefully my form gets a little better. But we're working on it, you know, it's all progress. Okay, so most of you have probably seen my progression for the planche. I go right into a pose they call in yoga crow pose. Just basically balancing your legs on your triceps. And then you put one leg back. Ooh, find your balance. So on and so forth. You can rotate to the side. And then, you know, as you progress, I like to use these. It's basically just a pull-up bar that you use in a door jam, but it's great to get a little higher off the ground so you can start working. It's important to have full functionality when you're going through these moves. You don't want to just be able to hold a planche. You want to be able to move from, you know, like a forward L sit back to a planche to a handstand and so forth and such. So you can make it almost like a beautiful progression, you know, so it looks nice and fluid. So come out in front, hold yourself, come back. Obviously I'm a little jerky because I'm just starting to fully develop these moves. And hold yourself for as long as you can. Now you can see in a real planche, you're gonna have your hands right underneath your hips, because that's where your balance point's gonna be, and it's gonna require a lot of shoulder strength. So obviously I do these progressions. You can do the tucked, the one leg, maybe do some push-ups here, just build that, make hollow back, or hollow rock, I'm sorry, hollow back, whatever you want to call it. You're not like this. You're fully engaged in your shoulders, pushing down through. Another great way, I heard this is really the only way you need to try and work on your planche, is to just do the planche lean. And you're gonna have to work on your wrist mobility, find some wrist stretches. Your elbows are gonna hurt. All these go with, like, you're gonna get some, maybe a little tendonitis in your elbows and such from all these calisthenic moves. That's why it's important to stretch out, take care of your body, rest, put in the nutrients that you need. But anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. So practice it both ways. You can put your hands out this way, you know, in towards or out towards the outside of your body, or like this. This is going to require more mobility in the wrist. So come to a lean. Make sure your back feet are either on the tips of your toes or flat on the tops of your shoes, and lean forward. And if you want, maybe come down into a push-up very far forward and lean forward. And I say hold it as far as you can forward, so that you can only hold it for 15 to 20 seconds, and work both ways, because you have to work on your balance this way and your wrist mobility this way. So come forward, same thing, and maybe do a push-up. Oh, it's not easy. Looks way easier than it is, but that's how you can practice for the planche. Another great one that I like to do, that I got from Dominic Sky, I think was the guy that I got this from. Basically, just come in, just try and do a handstand push-up, or yeah, from crow pose. So come here, and then come back. Oh, and you're gonna fail. It happens, but just get right back on that horse. I'll give you guys one more try, because I don't like to leave you with a fail. So just come back and try and do your handstand push-up, and when you can't get it, hopefully you don't fall forward, just try and hold what you can in the air. Just like that. So that's a little progression for the planche. I hope you liked it. Alright, and you know, I wasn't going to do this one. I didn't really think of it at first, but then I was watching some of these videos of these explosive workout warriors, and you know, I thought, well, shit, I've been doing that for a while, I can do that. So I want to teach you guys I call them fly and jump burpees. I don't really know what everybody else calls them. But basically, you're coming off the ground with your entire body when you do a push-up. So, one of the best ways to start practicing these is claps. Right? Why not? And then, you know, this is what I do, myself personally. Let me see if I can angle it, see it, where I have enough room. And I like to come back and forth off of these. It builds the explosive power and the agility to do this. So, tap, 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 tap. If you can't do that, one tap, tap, tap. You know, get the other hand down before you start moving. If that's too much, a little slower. If that's still too much, just back and forth. All good ways to do it. And then the final progression is something like this. So that's a flying jump push-up. I don't know. What do you think? Pretty good thing to add into your workout, huh? This is what it's like to be on crack if you're a dog. What's this ball gonna do? What's this ball gonna do? Oh no! He's gone. Look how fast he's down there. Get up here, dog! They must flavor dog toys with meth. Parkour!